there are literally thousands of places to eat all over Paris, like restaurants and cafes and brasseries and creperies and street food. When you're looking for a good place to eat, it can be a bit overwhelming. So where do you go? And how do you choose? So in this video, we'll take you to 5 streets you need to know that are packed with amazing restaurants where locals eat. So you ready to discover those streets?
I'm ready.
Allez, on y va?
On y va.
Let's go.
So we're here in the Les Halles area, and right behind me is Rue Montorgeuil, which is a fabulous spot. The vibe is classic French, avant-garde. It's a little touristic, but definitely a place where locals go to grab a bite to eat. And the restaurants you're gonna find here are fabulous, classical French, international, a lot of sweets, even cocktails. But you're gonna wanna check out restaurants like Les Escargots, which is the best place to find frog legs and escargot. And you have great restaurants like La Grille, La Compas, and Le Rocher de Cancale, if I'm saying that correctly, which is an amazing place for seafood. And you'll find street food and boulangeries, chocolate shops, sweet shops, all kinds of places to get anything that you want to get here. It's a little bit touristic, but definitely a place where locals hang out. And this is a fun and vibrant place for young, hip people. And besides restaurants, there's plenty of shops. It's not touristic shops to speak of, but lots of cool places. It's a great fun spot with a great lively vibe, and it's just good for anyone. And if you grab something in a boulangerie, there's a park here right by Saint Eustache where you can just sit and have a bite. And to get here, you can take the metro to the Les Halles station, and you're going to want to use the Montorgeuil exit to get here quick and easy. And we're off to the next.
So we are at Rue de Buci in the heart of Saint-Germain. The vibe here is local Parisians that are going about their business, but you also have a lot of tourists in this area because you have Saint-Germain, you have Odéon, you have Place Saint-Michel around the corner, so you have a lot of people. Some of the restaurants here are La Jacobine, which is not technically on Rue de Buci, but it's right around the corner in a little passageway that is absolutely delightful. In that little street, you also have the Procope, which is one, if not the oldest restaurant in Paris, which is also amazing. But on Rue de Buci, you have 2 restaurants which are really great. Is Maison Sauvage, which is a classic French brasserie restaurant with all the classics you'd be looking for, and Rocher de Liban, which is another classic French restaurant where you'll have all the traditional foods that you would expect. Now obviously this is a huge area, so right around the corner you have Café de Flore and Les Deux Magots, which are famous Parisian cafes. You'll also find some street food here. You have Au Cul de Cochon, which have great sandwiches, but you also have the traditional crepe and bakeries where you can get yourself a sandwich or a pastry on the go. And you also have lovely little shops that are not too touristic where you can buy some real authentic Parisian or French stuff. Now the closest metro station to Rue de Buci is the Odéon metro station, which is right around the corner. Now the other thing that you'll have around here is a lot of galleries. If you love art galleries, there's tons of them all around. So this is a great place to come have lunch or dinner and then just go and check out the galleries that are around. Now on to the next street. Let's go.
So we're here at Rue Mouffetard, which is one of our favorites. And this place is young, international, and diverse, with street food, restaurants, stalls, places to dine in or pick up and eat out. There's local souvenir shops, practical stores, business, and lots of nightlife. And this place is great if you want to have crepes, Indian, Syrian, Lebanese, Greek, all different kinds of foods. And if you want to sit down for classic French food, there's Le Vieux Bistrot. For some amazing Lebanese food, there's Le Cedre du Liban. And 38M is another very highly rated restaurant. To get here, you'll use Metro Station Place Monge. And you're right close to the Pantheon, Jardin Luxembourg, Jardin des Plantes. This is another great area of town. We're here in the south side of the Marais, close to Place des Vosges, on Rue Saint Antoine. And this street is amazing for food. You have L'Ardoise 86, which is classic French cafe style, and you have phenomenal seafood at the Comptoir de Mer, which we featured in the Best Seafood in Paris video. And And just right around the corner, you have Chez Mademoiselle, which is a higher-end restaurant, very classic French. But you also have Chinese, boulangerie, pho restaurants, all kinds of little spots to grab a bite to eat up and down this street. And they have shops, clothing stores, shoe stores, all kinds of stuff. Fromageries, cavists, wine stores, all kinds of things that you can choose from right here. And you can tell it is a vibrant, hip, high-moving spot with all kinds of people up and down the street. And to get here, you take Metro Line 1 to the St. Paul exit. And as soon as you come up from the Metro, you're right here in the middle of it all. And when you're walking here, you're gonna pay attention to the bicycles because this is a pedestrian spot, but bicycles and some trucks come through, so pay attention to where you're walking.
So we are in the heart of Pigalle at Rue des Martyrs. If you're in the Montmartre area, if you go to Sacré-Cœur or Place du Théâtre, most of the restaurants out there are really touristic, but the places to go is right here on that street, Rue des Martyrs. So the vibe here is a little bit touristic, but Rue des Martyrs will have a lot more local Parisians. If you stay on the hill, there's just a lot of tourists there. But here, you will have families and local Parisians that will basically be out and about having a meal. Some of the great restaurants to try here is Bouillon Pigalle, La Table des Anges, which is a nice typical French restaurant, and Coeur de Breizh, which is a typical Brittany crepe restaurant. On this street you'll find boulangerie, bakery, street food. I mean, name it, you'll just have all kinds of places where you can grab a bite to. It's really a cool place. And you can do also a lot of shopping right here, so this is very nice. To get here, you're going to take the metro to the Pigalle station or the Abbesse station, which is where a lot of people go to Montmartre. And then this is where Rue des Martyrs starts, and then you'll walk all your way down and you'll find the right restaurant for you.